Welcome back to Top Quotes by Top Guns, where we dive deep into the words and wisdom of the greatest icons who've shaped our world. I'm your host, Quote Guy, and today, we're exploring a story that's equal parts destiny, grit, and pure Jackson magic. Jaafar Jackson's calling to play his uncle, the king of pop, Michael Jackson, in the blockbuster biopic, Michael. If you're a fan of music history, family legacies, or just inspiring underdog tales, well, this one's not exactly an underdog story, but it's got all the twists. We'll unpack how Jaafar was chosen after a grueling 2-year worldwide open casting call that sifted through a massive global talent pool, how his raw singing and dancing skills left the panel speechless from day one, how someone with zero acting experience snagged the role of a lifetime, and crucially, how Jaafar had to prove himself every step of the way. It wasn't handed to him just because he's MJ's nephew. No, this guy's a perfectionist, a hard worker, channeling that same relentless drive that made Michael a legend. Hit that like button if you're ready to feel the thrill, subscribe for more Top Gun insights, and let's get into it. First, let's set the stage. It's 2019, and producer Graham King, fresh off hits like Bohemian Rhapsody, secures the rights to tell Michael Jackson's authorized life story. The film, simply titled Michael, directed by Antoine Fuqua, promises to cover it all, from young MJ's Jackson 5 days to his solo superstardom, the controversies, the genius, and the humanity. Fast forward to now, March 2026, and the movie's been out for almost a year, smashing box offices and sparking debates. But the real magic? Casting the lead. Who could possibly embody the most iconic entertainer ever? Enter the 2-year open recruit. This wasn't some quick audition roundup, it was a global hunt. Thousands upon thousands of hopefuls from every corner of the world threw their hats in the ring. Actors, dancers, singers, impersonators. Reports describe it as exhaustive, with the team reviewing tapes, holding callbacks, and searching for that uncanny spark. Graham King himself said in interviews, going through this process of who can play Michael, how do you even start with that? It was daunting. They needed someone who could nail the voice, the moves, the essence, not just imitate, but become MJ. And after all that, the role went to Michael's own nephew, Jaafar Jackson. But hold up, before you cry nepotism, let's break it down. This wasn't a family favor, it was earned. Jaafar Jackson, born in 1996, is the son of Jermaine Jackson, making him MJ's direct nephew. Growing up in the Jackson dynasty, he was surrounded by music. By age 12, he was already singing and dancing, honing skills that echoed his uncle's. He released his debut single Got Me Singing in 2019, showing off a voice with that signature Jackson timbre. But acting, zero experience. This was his film debut, no prior roles, no drama school creds. Jaafar himself admits he never even dreamed of being an actor. In a behind-the-scenes video, he shared, "I never dreamed to be an actor, or even thought of playing him, but I knew it was a calling." That word, calling, it hits hard. Jaafar described it as a spiritual pull, something bigger than ambition. He wasn't chasing fame, fame's in his blood, but when the opportunity arose during that epic search, he felt compelled. As he put it, embodying Michael, I really had to earn the role, and prove to the filmmakers that I was capable of becoming Michael. Essentially, it was starting at the roots and finding the authenticity. Starting at the roots, that means diving deep into MJ's mannerisms, his vulnerabilities, his joy. Jaafar studied tapes, practiced relentlessly, and transformed. It wasn't about looking like MJ, it was about capturing the soul. Now let's talk about how he wowed the panel. The team wasn't sold at first. Director Antoine Fuqua recalled the skepticism. Day one, all I could think of was, can Jaafar really pull this off? But then, the music started. Jaafar hit those first few moves, maybe a spin, a moonwalk tease, and bam. Fuqua continues, man, when the music started, and he hit those first few moves, I mean, this guy killed it. I looked at Graham, and Graham looked at me. I was like, who is this guy? His singing and dancing, electric. Years of practice, paid off. He'd been vocalizing and grooving since tween years, but in that moment, it channeled MJ's energy. The panel was moved, not just impressed, but emotionally stirred. Graham King echoed the shift. And then of course I meet Jaafar Jackson. From a sea of candidates, Jaafar stood out because his performance felt organic, not forced. But here's the kicker. A guy with no acting chops wins over pros. How? Pure talent and hustle. Jaafar didn't waltz in as the nephew, he auditioned like everyone else. Reports say the team reviewed his early screen tests and movement tapes multiple times. He had to prove he could handle the emotional depth, the highs of Thriller, the lows of personal struggles. In rehearsals he nailed Billie Jean in the black suit, smoke swirling, and Thriller in the red leather jacket, even down to zombie makeup. Fuqua noted, he has the desire, like Michael, to be the best. That perfectionism? It's Jackson DNA. MJ was infamous for rehearsing until flawless. Jaafar mirrored that, pushing through doubts to deliver. Let's dive into how he had to prove himself. It's not just nepotism. Sure, family ties helped get him in the room, but as Jaafar stressed, I really had to earn the role. The Jacksons are supportive. Grandma Catherine said, Jaafar embodies my son. It's so wonderful to see him carry on the Jackson legacy. But the filmmakers insisted on merit. Graham King emphasized it wasn't automatic. It wasn't simply a matter of casting a Jackson family member. It was about finding someone who could live and breathe Michael Jackson, inside and out. Jaafar trained intensely. Voice coaching, dance drills, studying MJ's quirks, anecdotes from set. He felt the crew's love for MJ daily, saying, I felt that love for Michael every day on set from the crew and the cast. Everybody had that love and wanted to put all their heart and soul into it. It wasn't imitation, it was channeling spirit, joy, vulnerability, and drive. And that drive, Jaafar's a perfectionist hard worker, just like MJ. Michael was known for his work ethic, endless takes, innovative visions. Jaafar echoed it, starting from zero acting experience but committing fully. Fuqua praised, Jaafar has the desire, like Michael, to be the best. In one anecdote during Don't Stop Till You Get Enough recreations, Jaafar pushed for authenticity, nailing choreography and studio vibes. Fans on Reddit raved, the Jackson genes are crazy strong, but it's more than genes, it's grit. Jaafar signed with CAA Post-Casting, launching his career. The cultural ripple? This casting honors MJ's legacy, blending family with fresh talent. It's inspired debates on nepotism versus merit, but Jaafar's performance silences doubters. As one fan post said, it's the man behind the king. There you have it. Jaafar Jackson's epic journey from nephew to icon portrayer. From a calling to conquering doubts, he proved talent trumps all. As MJ said, the greatest education in the world is watching the masters at work. Thanks for tuning in to Top Quotes by Top Guns. Drop your favorite MJ or Jaafar quote below, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Carpe diem.